Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Frank Mularcik, and in this video we're going to be talking about my cryptocurrency mining and basically some changes that have been happening in the overall network that have affected some of my mining, and just going over the profitability and some things like that. So first of all, if we just look on these websites called Helium Hiker, basically you can just type in your miner's name and it'll show you, how much you earned. So for the month of January 2020, I earned about 6 HNT, and for December, I earned close to 9, so that's pretty exciting. And February, as we'll talk about, has been a lot slower so far. And then if we go over to the other miner that I do own, in December I earned 2.5. January almost 4, and so far in February we've earned about 2 helium from this miner. So if you guys aren't aware, basically the Helium network is sort of a network of miners, hotspots they are sometimes called, and right now there's around 600,000 of these throughout the world, and basically they just are validating transactions and asserting that data is being sent correctly, and communicating with each other in those forms of transactions, which I don't want to get too specific into all this stuff right now, but basically when you set up your miner and it's validating transactions for the network and basically strengthening the network by verifying information and data, then you receive some rewards in the forms of HNT cryptocurrency. And so right now, as we can actually look, I have about 20 Helium tokens in my wallet right here over to the left. And so right now those are worth about $500, but the price of the Helium cryptocurrency is probably around $27 or $28 right now. So that is something that changes over time, and so I'm only going to slowly sell this cryptocurrency. Yeah, so right now the price is around $27.50. I generally try to strategically sell some of this cryptocurrency at specific times when the price is a little bit higher. So if we go back 3 months, back in November it was trading in the $40-$45 range. So I sold some there, and then I sold some in January, I think, when it reached up to this $40-$45 level, and then it's been a lot lower ever since then, as sort of the whole crypto market has been as a whole. So right now I've just been holding a lot of it, and over time I'm just building up more and more earnings, and when the price does grow more, then that cryptocurrency will be worth even more. So my 20 helium that I have right here, most of it I'd probably be looking to sell at $40, $45, $50 or more. So if the price was $50, then this 20 helium would be worth $1,000, which is pretty awesome. But I definitely would not want to sell all of it, even if the price got up to like $50 or $60. I would definitely want to hold on, and as we'll look here, I'm pretty much breaking even on my investment into this, which I'll explain some of this spreadsheet in a second. But since I'm breaking even, I'm not too worried about getting liquidity back. Essentially, I'm happy to let it sit there and grow over time, as I think the network will continue to grow, and as a result, the price of helium will continue to rise generally over time. So I have these 2 miners, which are the earnings we see here. So in January, I earned a total of 10 helium from my 2 miners, which is awesome. February is definitely going to be a bit slower. My one miner that's in Cincinnati has just been a lot slower recently, and I'm not exactly sure why. I know the network has been having a few problems, but I don't think it should have affected it that much, but that's fine. Like I said, I'm pretty much breaking even right now, based on all the actual helium tokens that I've sold, and sold for US dollars. My profits are about negative $350. But even if we just think about my wallet balance, which is valued around $550 right now, I would definitely be able to, in that regard, I'm profitable at this point. And it's just a matter of actually realizing those profits at some point by selling that cryptocurrency, which I'm sure the price will go back up at some point, and I'll sell it. And then I also do have some miners that I'm kind of showing here on the left, that basically I host these miners for this other company. So it's called Emrit, and basically they will send you a miner for free, which I think that is sort of changing soon now. But at this point, I basically have 3 miners for them, and they sent me those 3 miners completely free. I didn't even have to pay shipping. And then I set them up in locations that I have available, and then I basically just earn 20% of the earnings. So it's definitely a lot lower earnings. And as you can see here, the past few months I've earned less than 1 helium from them, but it's better than nothing. And as a percentage wise, these returns are infinite percent because I didn't pay anything, to invest in these miners. So these returns are basically just going to helping pay for the miners that I actually bought, and for just more profits over time. So that's great. And this number for February, the reason it says in February is because when I started this, they pay out the first week or 2 of the next month. So they paid out in January earnings between February 1st and 10th. So I put the earned amount based on when I received it, if that makes sense. So that 0.79 is the amount that my miners earned in January, that I received in February for the January earnings, if that makes sense. So overall, January earned close to 11 Helium tokens, and that number will generally go down over time as the market grows, and the total amount of rewards that are being distributed is going to be the same over time. So as more miners are earning, the total amount of rewards is going to be split up into smaller and smaller pieces, similar to other forms of cryptocurrency mining. So again, over time, those earnings will go down, but hopefully the price of the underlying asset will go up as well. So overall, I'm pretty excited about this. If we just sold all of our cryptocurrency right now and it was worth about $550, then we'd be profit of about $200. And I pretty much started this at least buying miners in around October or November. So that's pretty awesome. I've had one of these miners from Emrit since I think July or August. So at that point, that's really only like 6 months there, and really only 3 or 4 months of having these miners that I've purchased. So that's pretty exciting that I'm already pretty much profitable, and I'm probably going to try to transfer about 5 or so of my Helium tokens out of my wallet sometime soon to Binance, and just pretty much just set up a limit order for maybe $45 or $50, and just kind of wait for that to get filled at some point. And if I have to wait months even, that's totally fine with me. It's not that big of a deal. This is definitely a long-term thing, but at the same time, I'm not really worrying about my earnings decreasing at this point, because I know, I'm pretty much profitable. I've made profit for sure. So at this point, I'm not really too worried about it, and it's something I'm probably not going to buy more miners or anything like that. I actually have a 3rd miner that I bought, and I'm still waiting to receive it. So that's one of the problems, is sometimes it takes a really long time to get these miners, especially if you buy it directly from the manufacturer. So that's what I did there, and so I'm still waiting to receive that. So that one, should earn me some more once I actually receive that. And this profit value that I've shown, that includes the cost of that miner that hasn't even earned me any money. So overall, this is something that is really exciting to me, just because at this point it's pretty passive. I don't really have to do anything, and I'm consistently getting a few bucks a day, which isn't much, but it's better than nothing for not having really to do much for it. And over time, when you get a few dollars every single day, that builds up. So let me know if any of you guys are actually been interested in this type of cryptocurrency. It's definitely something that is a little bit less mainstream, but I think it's pretty interesting, and I think the overall concept and network in this specific case really has a lot of potential for practical use cases. So overall, again, like I said, I think the price of this is going to just continue to rise generally slowly over time, and so I'll just be able to profit even more and more. So I'm really excited for the future of this, and just want to thank you guys for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.